We are live. Good morning, Michelle.
How's it going?
Good, good. We're missing a familiar face right now for those of you that are watching. Tom is out. He had a showing at 9:30, but the show must go on, right?
Yeah. How was your St. Patrick's Day?
It was great. I made corned beef. So my new thing is the Instant Pot. And if anybody's watching that has an Instant Pot, like I just have been going crazy. I cook almost everything in it. And I found a recipe for the most amazing corned beef and cabbage. Super easy. If you want the recipe, just let me know because it turned out amazing. And my girlfriend Allie made shepherd's pie, which is also amazing. And yeah, we I drank a little bit of Guinness, so we got in the spirit. What'd you do?
Um, I just went to work and then went swimming in a pool. That's about it. I didn't really
Swimming in a
celebrate.
pool. Where was that?
At my friend's house, it was a heated pool, so super nice. Yeah.
Nice.
And speaking of recipes, did you know that March is
Oh yeah,
National
March.
Noodle Month?
It is. Yeah, so we were looking, we always look at Maui now for certain stories and updates and whatnot. And so they posted that Lineage Maui, for those of you that are watching. If you've been there before, you need to go again because they got a new head chef. So it used to be Sheldon Simeon, the guy that was on Top Chef and stuff. Now I forget her name, but there's a new head chef and they revamped their menu, and one of the best things, right, is the garlic noodles that like Michelle's raving about them too.
Yeah.
And they shared the recipe. So Michelle, I don't know if there's a way we can post that, maybe in the comments or something like that. But I'm gonna try to make those because that's very exciting. So National Noodles Month, and yeah, so definitely check that out. And then so we also did the bocce ball tournament. We'll give you an update on that. So that was last weekend. And Tom and I were the broadcasters or the sportscasters, and it was super fun. So it was smaller, obviously due to COVID. So there was just two teams, but it was like the all stars, people that have played before and stuff like that. And one of them, the teams were called the Lawn Rangers and the Flying Wombats. And so it was really fun. We had a great time. Tom and I had a little booth at Mulligan's up above the action, and they had one bocce ball court. And it was really cool. And again, it was to support the Aloha Backpack Buddies with the Maui Food Bank. And what the program is they provide food to less fortunate kids that they go home on the weekends. They have the theory is they have food during the school week, and then they go home and they might not have food, so they send them home with a backpack to take full of food to take home to their family and have food on the weekend. So really cool program. I think they raised their goal was 21,000. The last I heard they're at like 20,000 or something like that. So it was really, really good, really fun, and for a good cause. If you're watching this and you want to donate, you should. It's myfoodbank.org. You'll see backpack buddies and stuff like that. But yeah, really fun. So yeah, that was a good old time. Yeah. So
Nice.
yeah. So what
Nice.
else?
So which team won?
It was the Flying Wombats. And basically, oh yeah, we did have somebody from our company, Reggie Adant, who was our representative basically, and he did great. He is so funny because the person that put it on was Patrick Kilbride, and so shout out to Patrick, and he's like the mastermind behind this every year. But he called Reggie. He was like, Reggie's form in bocce ball. Have you ever played bocce ball, Michelle?
No.
Yeah, so you have to throw these bigger balls and you try to get it close to this little white ball. And Reggie, he was called him the flamingo stance because he would do this thing and then his back leg would come up So we were commenting on that the whole time. We're like, oh, here comes the flamingo man.
That's
Yeah,
so
but
funny.
yeah. So, but if you didn't catch it, we did a broadcast from there on our page, Lifestyle Maui. So check that out if you want to, and yeah, definitely support the My Food Bank and all they're doing. So, so yeah, how's the market been, Michelle? Because you see, I mean, you're involved in Tom's deals and escrows and showings and all that. What have you experienced? Is it pretty
Yeah, super
busy?
busy. A lot of stuff pending in escrow.
Yeah. Have you found that with your listings too, you guys are getting multiple offers on certain things?
Yeah, it's crazy. And yeah, I have to coordinate all that stuff for Tom. And yeah,
So I was talking about before this, I've been looking at the hot list is what we call it on our MLS, and I've really been keeping tabs on that, especially the solds. And we're starting to see, or I've noticed that a lot of the solds, especially in residential, kind of what we've been talking about in the last month or so, everything's just really ramping up. And it's been interesting to see where the properties are closing at. So a lot of them are actually closing. Oh, sorry, my computer's bugging out. Let's see, remind me later. Um, so yeah, I mean, a lot of the closing prices were at ask or somewhere above. One in particular really caught my attention in Kaimalu, which is a residential condo complex, about low millions, like 1.3 to 1.8 nowadays. One was listed within our company for 135. It closed at 1585 with a cash offer.
that's crazy.
So it was very interesting. I have one pending in there. I sent it to my buyers. I was like, I think you were in pretty good shape because they came over asking, but it wasn't like that. So I mean, it'll be interesting to see. We were talking about the stats last week, and there's 800 pending sales. So we're just on the cusp of everything. Just really, once the comps and sold comps come out, the market will just kind of push up. So if you're thinking of buying, now's still a good time. It's competitive, but like we mentioned last week, get Tom and I playing nice in the sandbox. We know all the agents here, and it's helped us be successful. So if you're in the market and looking as a buyer, definitely, now is still a good time before all those comps start rolling in. And then if you're a seller, obviously, I mean, now is an amazing time. There's low inventory. So yeah, let us know if you have any questions or reach out to Tom or I. And of course, Michelle too. But Michelle, you got to get your license. That's what's.
I know. I really do have to get it.
So Michelle's been great. She's really done a great job. We did a showing the other day, and she prepared all this stuff, and I was blown away. I was like, wow, Michelle's really on it. So
Aw.
good job, Michelle. Yeah, you're doing a great job. So anything else you want?
You said it's still a good time for buyers, but they probably need, an experienced agent like you or Tom to guide them through those situations, so they know what to do since properties are selling for above
Yeah.
asking price, multiple offers.
And there's ways to frame and offer, to be competitive. Obviously, like we were saying last week, keeping it clean without, contingencies if you can do that. But then, like Tom mentioned, the X factor is kind of knowing, like we work well with other agents here and know all the top agents and have a good relationship with a lot of them. So, when they see an offer from us, as opposed to, a brand new agent or something like that, it kind of can give an edge a little bit. So,
Right.
but yeah, so anyway, anything else you want to add, Michelle? Let's just keep it. I was just going to say, let's just keep it short and sweet.
Yeah, happy St. Patrick's Day, and
Yeah.
we'll see you next week.
All right, guys. Take care. Aloha.